Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Of course, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. So it comes down to this. It's a one-game season. LSU Southern Miss. They'll play at 3 o'clock. If you're not familiar, my daily radio show, After Further Review with Matt Moscona, does air weekdays at 3 p.m. So, welcome back. A little unluck there with the way that the NCAA scheduled this. 9. So we'll talk about the game yesterday. We'll kind of give you a preview today and sort of overview. We'll get to your questions. 9 regional championships today. 9. More than half of them are going to be decided today. So what we also know is with Miami being eliminated from the Coral Gables Regional, if LSU does win, they are very likely hosting the Super Regional next week. Against Ole Miss, LSU is the higher seed. They would host. Against Arizona, both the 2 seeds, it would go out to a bid to the NCAA, and I think we could very much understand how that would end up. So, anyway. All right, we'll say some good mornings here. Really quickly, last night's game, we did a post-game wrap-up last night. Unfortunately, it didn't go LSU's way. The bottom 4 hitters went 0 for. I mean, you could. There's a handful of things you could point to in this game. The bottom of the order went 0 for. Jordan Thompson was 0 for 4. Joe Bear was 0 for 2. They pinch hit Gavin Dugas for him. He went 0 for 2. Big Manis was 0 for 4. Stevenson was 0 for 2. They pinch hit Merrifield and he went 0 for 1. So after Morgan in the 5-hole, nobody got a hit. That's a big part. You had a chance early in the game to blow it open. K. Doty gave you the 2-run homer in the first. Looked like it was going to be on from there. Wiped out Southern Miss team. Maybe just running out of steam. As big as it was that Tyler Stewart was not able to pitch because he pitched the 10th inning of their first game. It was a bullpen game there for Scott Berry and Southern Miss. Looked like it was going to go LSU's way, but for the 3rd consecutive game, Tigers had a chance early in the game to blow things open and just didn't. In the 3rd, they had a bases loaded opportunity in the 3rd. In a 2-2 ball game, and only scratched across 2 runs, and one of those runs was because of a pass ball. So, but you had a 4-2 lead after 3, or going to the bottom of the 3rd, and it just Dutton got the first out on a fly out, then he gave up a double. After the double, they brought in Grant Taylor. Taylor walked the first hitter he faced, gave up a single. So now you got the bases loaded, Cooper coming in, and he gives up an RBI single. It just obviously didn't go well. They did leave the bases loaded, which was huge. I mean, Cooper threw the ball off the backstop, and McManus kind of caught the carom and made the tag at home, which was very fortuitous. But anyway, Tigers had their opportunities. If there's one thing I'd say about it, I thought all the pitching decisions Jay Johnson and Jason Kelly made were correct. To start Dutton, to go to Taylor, after Taylor, to give him a lefty and Riley Cooper, who you counted on so much. After Cooper, to go hard throwing righty and Raiselman. I thought all those were the right decisions. You just didn't have guys deliver, and that's unfortunate. So here we go. 1-game season, man. 1-game season. My guess is Mikhail Hilliard gets the ball today, and essentially everybody is available. You give Mikhail the ball, see how much he can get you. I absolutely think you bring back Devin Fontenot, Jacob Hasty. Raiselman could pitch again. Collins could pitch again. Cooper is probably done. Of course, Gervais could pitch. You got any of those arms that you need? See if you can go make it happen. So, all right, let's say some good mornings. Get to your questions. Truax, what's up, man? Kelly Groves, Brian Penton, good morning from Americus, Georgia. Thought LSU had another one. Animo, well, go get them today. And 3 o'clock first pitch, too. Ricky Lambert, Stephen Fry, Chase Pellegrin, Reagan Lee. So Miami's eliminated, which means LSU will host if they can win today. Yes. Jeff McKithen, what's good? Reagan Lee, is Tanner Hall pitching? No, I would be very surprised. I want to be clear about that because a lot of people asked yesterday. Tanner Hall threw 120 pitches 2 days ago, or on Friday, so 2 days rest. They're not bringing Tanner Hall back to start this game. Tanner Hall did the in-game interview during the game yesterday, and the crew asked him, might we see you? He goes, oh, you never know. I think the situation for Tanner Hall, who's a kid from Zachary, who's the Friday night guy for Southern Miss, if today would be like a flat ground or bullpen day for Tanner Hall and his usual week-long recovery, it wouldn't surprise me if you're in a tie ball game or Southern Miss had a lead in the 9th and they gave the ball to him to go finish it. I think it would really depend on the circumstance of the game. Jason Austin, Richie Bird, who's left to pitch for Southern Miss. So that's kind of the really disappointing part about having to play another game. So their midweek guy is Tyler Stewart. He is mid upper 90s. He'll sit mid 90s, dot upper 90s. A lot of sink. Throws a really good slider. Induces a lot of ground balls. I've been told by scouts they project him as a top 5 round pick. This is their midweek guy, right? But Tyler Stewart threw the 10th inning against Kennesaw State yesterday. He was going to start against LSU, but he threw the 10th inning against Kennesaw State, and so they weren't going to get him hot, have him pitch, and then bring him back on the same day. But because he only threw 22 pitches yesterday, I would fully expect that's who they would start in this ballgame. And because it's an all-hands-on-deck type thing, they've got arms. So, I would expect Tyler Stewart's the guy that pitches today for Kennesaw State. For Southern Miss. Don't think that's been announced, but that's what I would assume would happen. Tim Gotro, Grant Conrad, Pat Huseman, LaShawna, hold me, I'm scared. Leo Williams, what's up? Hey man, this is what makes sports so much fun. You wake up on a day, you got a little nervous anxiety, a little nervous energy, knowing that your season could end today. So you got to go perform. Let's see if they can. Need Padre Hooch today. Well, show's going to be show will be starting while the game starts. So unless you need an in-game prayer. Cliff Nelson, what's good? Grant Conrad, 9. Geez, 9 what? What did I miss there? Janet, good morning. Companion show. Janet, I haven't decided what I'm going to do on AFR today. Normally in these situations, you do one of two things. You either go companion show, or you go everything but LSU baseball, understanding that the people that want to watch LSU baseball are going to be watching LSU baseball. Haven't decided what we're going to do yet today. Trivia Carter, good morning. Let's see. LaShawna, I hope the bats come out on fire. Me too. I think that's what they need today. I think it's got to be a day where your offense wasn't great yesterday. They need to step up big today. That has been your strength all year, has been your offense. You need for that to be the case today. Your offense has got to show up and has got to bash the baseball around the yard and give your pitching the run support that it has lacked throughout this regional. Rapid Batches, Lawrence Burley, Gulf South, good morning. Any chance Southern Miss's coach, it's Barry, not Barry, but anyway, suspended today for arguing with the ump yesterday. Here's the thing. I don't know that would carry over. What I'll tell you is, there was a moment in the game yesterday. Pearson was at the plate. They threw inside. Pearson kind of turned, and it looked like because Pearson was kind of hanging over the plate, the ball was close to being a strike, the pitch. They called it a ball, and Scott Barry was barking at the ump. And it is very clearly written. Like, there is no warning. It is very clearly written in the NCAA rulebook that arguing balls and strikes calls for an ejection, not only an ejection, but a suspension for the next game. So, I mean, Scott Barry should have been ejected from that game last night by the rule. Jason Mobile, bummer you don't have much to talk about today. Good luck on AFR. Yeah, Jason, but that's the thing. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I don't know if I'm going to do like straight companion show or basically talk about everything but, we talk about LSU workouts, Saints OTAs, mini camp starts this week. A lot going on. But recap SEC meetings. Brady Smith, Eric Wilderrider, Morning Matt, the irony of the companion show ban, and then this happening is pretty amazing. We did this though once before, maybe this year. I don't know when it was, but it's different when it's AFR. I mean, what do you want me to do? I am on air during your game. I don't know what to tell you. Hunter Fournette, these Southern Miss fans are like a high school team's mom, have no clue what to cheer about, absolutely clueless. Okay. Shane Danos, good morning, Matt. Let's go get it today. Yes, sir. Let's see, was calling mid-shin last night. Not only mid-shin, but look, college umps expand a strike zone. It's a tale as old as time. You're not talking about professional pitchers, so they do get a little wider zone, and I'm okay with that as long as it's consistent. Reed Rule, any chance of seeing Dugas and left? I think so. Watching Stevenson let 2 fly balls land 5 feet in front of him, letting in runs was painful. Yeah, there was some indecision there for Stevenson yesterday. He, we talked about this a good bit last night. Stevenson is a better defensive left fielder than Dugas. I don't even think that's debatable. He had a bad night last night. And not only the 2 that dropped in front of him, but the ball he caught, it's the first inning, the first or the second inning. It was the first batter of the game. It was when Paytow flew out to left. It was the first batter of the game. Stevenson got crossed up on it. But was not a great day. He's a really good player who had a bad day. And offensively, I know he's batting .206, but I'll remind you, he got the rally going on Friday against Kennesaw State, and he scored the winning run on Saturday against Southern Miss. And his on-base percentage this season, despite having a low batting average, is .381. Cade Doty, really good player, his on-base percentage is .386. So, Stevenson has drawn a walk about 1/4 of 1 out of every 4 ABs. About a quarter of his ABs have been walks. So he's a guy that gives you competitive at-bats. He finds a way to get on base despite not hitting it for a high percentage. He's a better defensive left fielder than Dugas. He had a bad day yesterday. That's undeniable. He didn't play a great game. Now, I'll tell you this, specifically to your question, Reed, I would start Gavin Dugas in left. I would want a veteran lineup that's been through regional play, that's been in elimination games before, and Dugas, is a better bat. I think you're going to need offense today, so give me offense. David Durr, what's up? Tiger Den Sports, any clue on who LSU starter tonight? Listen, they're not going to announce it until 90 minutes before first pitch. That's been Jay's thing all throughout the postseason. He said it. I think they're going to give the ball to Hilliard. It just makes the most sense. He only threw 55 pitches on Friday, 2 days rest. He could absolutely come back. He's a fifth-year senior, a local kid. He's been your horse all year. Win or go home. There is no tomorrow. You're not saving him for anything. You have to win this game. Give the ball to your best pitcher available, and that's Mikhail Hilliard. I would be stunned. I would fall out of my chair stunned if they did anything other than give the ball to Hilliard to start this game. So I don't know what Jay Johnson's thinking, but I would be stunned if it was anyone other than Hilliard. Trivia Carter, my wife Brittany thought she did something wrong when she heard her name last night. That was the lady I banned. I finally banned someone. And it was just, and it wasn't that what she said was horribly offensive. And she's like, she commented, why would anybody waste their time listening to this trash or something? And so I banned her and I said, listen, please, I'm begging you. Actually, before I banned her, I said, please, I'm begging you, go listen to something that you enjoy. Do something that makes you happy. Like, don't take time out of your life when you have one life to live to spew negativity on somebody else's live stream. For the love of God, go be happy and joyful and spread goodness. Don't go spread hate and negativity and all that crap on people's live streams. Do you. Go enjoy your life. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to ever let you do this again, Brittany. So I banned her. So God will never give you the option of coming here again. Newt Douglas, thoughts on changing the batting order. Only thing that I would change, Newt, is I would start Dugas and left. I would start Dugas and left. The rest of the order, I'm good with it. Shelly Signorelli, good morning. That's Shelly Signorelli from I Fix Backs, chiropractor on Airline in Prairieville. Cracked my neck really good, man. You need a good chiropractor. She'll do adjustments for $25, by the way. If you're interested, I Fix Backs, Fixbax. Y'all check her out. By the way, Trivia Carter, Shelly Signorelli is I learned not to say former Marine. She once a Marine, always a Marine, right? So salute. Brad Wilkinson, Vino, what's good, man? Moving from Mobile to Kansas City next week. We'll miss the Gulf seafood. Yeah, you will, man. My sister lives in KC, on the Kansas side. Justin Keller, if it was me, I'd DH Dugas for Joe Bear. Nope. I got a Joe Bear in the lineup. Again, he's a guy with 18 homers on the year. You want that bat in the lineup because at any point he can change the scoreboard. That's what, and as much as it sucks to say it, like baseball has become that. Because of the advanced analytics, you'll take 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts if the one is a 2-run homer because you're changing the scoreboard. So no, I want Joe Bear in the lineup. Especially Tyler Stewart's a righty. I want my left-handed power bat in the lineup. Skip, what's going on, man? Championship Monday, let's get it. Earl. Can we block the USM fans on YouTube? Nah, man, let them come in. Greg Phillips, good morning. Mark, Hall versus Hilliard on the mound. Again, I don't think it's going to be Tanner Hall. Like, Tanner Hall threw 120 pitches on Friday. I don't think he's going to start the game today. I think he's available for a couple of innings if they need him, but I don't think he starts this game. I would be very surprised if he started the game. Again, I don't know what Scott Barry's going to do, but Scott Barry has options, and I'd be surprised if Tanner Hall started the game. Matthew Denicola hoping for Hilliard to throw a couple, maybe even start Gervais. They're not starting Gervais. No way. Bruce Parker, 1 vote here for uncensored companionship. We can't do that because it's going to be on radio. Dustin Cruel. Mark, if Tanner Hall wants to pay back to Maneri, he'd have to go to Paul Maneri's house because he's not coaching LSU anymore. And I'll tell you, that was more Nolan than it was Paul. By the end, Nolan was doing all the recruiting. Shelby Kelly, this feels like one of those days where a young pitcher makes a name for himself, i.e. Fondo, Caleb Gilbert against Oregon State in 2017. I agree with you. I mean, listen, the kid from Southern Miss did it last night. You know, I mean, Justin Storm. It's postseason play is where legacies are made. You know, who's going to write their name in either program's, you know, history or lore today. You know, let's see. Glenn Crowdis, is it concerning we fell behind all of our games and had to come back? Well, of course it's concerning, Glenn. I would love to see LSU when LSU's had bases loaded opportunities in the first third of each of their 3 games and failed to bust through. They could have put each of their 3 games away early, or at least given themselves great separation early and changed the complexity of all those games, but they haven't come through with the big hit in those spots. Matt, you like Cruz, Barry back-to-back? Yes. I would not touch the lineup. y'all. Your lineup has produced for you. It's produced for you all year. Yesterday wasn't a great day. Okay. Like, that's baseball. It happens. It sucks that it happened in a regional when you had an opportunity to advance. Don't overreact and correct something that's worked so well for you all year. Glenn Clark, Scone, I love you, man. Thanks to Dr. B. I can see without readers and everything's good. Thanks for the referral. You got it, Glenn. I guess that would be Dr. Blake Williamson, of course, at the Williamson Eye Center. Very happy for you, Glenn. Awesome, man. When you said Dr. B, I thought you meant Dr. Drummond, which is what we call Drew's doctor, Dr. B. And Drew is actually going to the cardiologist this morning. She's got an 8:30 appointment, so I'm bouncing in 2 minutes because I got to go wake Drew up and get him ready to get him out of the house because we got cardiology today. So, Jason Austin, my step kids and their dad are diehard USM fans. I need LSU to win the game more than anything. I bet you do. Richie Bird, hey Dad, what's up? Pernell Robertson, good morning. Matt Chop Bertrand, good morning. Earl, Matt, honest, what's your level of confidence going into today's game? Yeah, I think LSU will win it. I do. I trust the offense will deliver. It's just been a rare occurrence that offense has been suppressed multiple days in a row, and I think they'll get going today. So I do. I think LSU will win it today. And I like that you have the option of bringing back McHale and all the other guys I mentioned. You have McHale, you have Fontenot, you go to Vittmeyer, all these veteran guys who have pitched so much in your program that this is it for them. Let them go shove. And then you'll still have the opportunity to bring back Collins and Gervais and Razelman if you need them all. So, yeah, I do. I like them. Hattiesburg mayor just canceled work for adults and school for kids today due to early game. No way. No way. That's crazy, if that's true. Yeah, Brian Ashcraft, Storm Kid threw 9 innings all year, threw 5 innings of one-hit baseball. How ridiculously deep are they? That pitching coach should be a top candidate. Yeah, we talked about him last night. I had a scout tell me that he is by far the best pitching coach in the country. His name is something with an O, Ostrander, Christian Ostrander. And because I asked the question, I said, how does Southern Miss get these guys on campus? And he said, well, Southern Miss isn't recruiting the guys out of high school that are throwing low mid-90s. Because they can't get them. Those guys are going to SEC schools or signing, in the draft. So they look for prospects. They look for a guy that say, I can get you on campus and I can build you from mid-upper 80s to low mid-90s and teach you how to pitch and develop you to where you're a dude. It's going to take a year, 2 years, 3 years, but when you're ready, you're a dude. And Tanner Hall's a great example of that, as we've talked about a bunch. So, all right, y'all. I think we are just about done. I got to go. So, y'all have an awesome day, and I will have an LSU Daily up after we have Drew's cardiology appointment, so it's going to be sometime probably around noon. It's not going to be much of a runway before the game, but we'll look forward to getting back on track there. AFR3, go Tigers. We'll see y'all. Have a great day. Peace.